Hey guys, welcome to Christina Cakes It. I'm Christina and today I'm making a Veterans Day Faultline cake. So November 11th is Veterans Day, and I first want to say thank you to all the veterans out there who have served our country, and of course to all the active duty military who continue to serve. And last year for Veterans Day, I showed you guys how to package and ship goods to make care packages to send to the troops. And this year for Veterans Day, I decided to do a twist on the Faultline cake. For this episode, you guys can see I already have my cake that's been crumb coated and it's ready to go. So something that you're gonna need to know about this cake, I have two 6-inch layers here. I have two 5-inch layers and then another two 6-inch layers. So obviously with the Faultline, you have a design that's peeking out the side. And I found it's actually a little bit easier if you just make the middle cake layers a little bit smaller, and so it creates that effect a little bit easier for you. So this design was actually inspired by the Gratitude Baker. I follow her on Instagram. She's amazing. And my design is gonna be a little bit different and my technique is different, but it was definitely inspired by her. And for the middle of my Faultline, I'm gonna start by making a flag design in the middle. And then on the outside, this cake is actually gonna be camouflage. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started by piping my red, white, and blue design in the middle. So for this, I have prepared red, white, and blue buttercream, and I'm gonna be using just a really small star tip. It's a Wilton 21 to pipe this design. So I'm gonna start with the blue on the top, and I might actually just do a row for spacing here. So I'm just gonna pipe some little dots here. Just for now, for the spacing, I'm gonna see, because I'd like to get 2 reds and 2 whites. Looks like I'm gonna get only 2 reds and 1 white, so that's fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep piping this design all the way around. So now that I have the flag design in the middle, what I'm gonna do is take a really thick layer of buttercream and put it all over the top 2 layers and bottom 2 layers to give a really good base before I do the camouflage along the side. And we do want this edge not to be completely straight. We actually do want that frosting to be a little bit jagged to give that Faultline look. And I'm just gonna start scraping away that excess buttercream. I am gonna coat this with, different colors to make the camouflage effect. So it doesn't have to be completely smooth, but I do want it pretty smooth before I start applying that outer layer. So this is where it's really nice on the Faultline design to have the middle cakes just like a little bit smaller than the other layers, because if you've tried the Faultline cake with all the layers the same size, it definitely works. I've done it. I have an episode on my channel. But you have a hard time not getting the middle design mixed in with the outer layer. It can be a little bit tricky. So now that I have my thick layer of buttercream, I am gonna put this in the fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes because the key to scraped buttercream is it has to be cold. So my cake has been in the fridge for about 30 minutes and it is cool to the touch, which is exactly what we want for our scraped buttercream technique. And you guys can see that I have prepared a Camouflage color palette here. And so for this, I have 2 different shades of green, a light green and a dark green, 2 different shades of brown, light brown, dark brown, and then some black. When I was planning for this cake, I actually did do a little bit of research on the different military uniforms to get the right camouflage. And honestly, there are, like, every branch has different types and they update it and they change it. So for this, I'm just gonna do kind of a general camouflage theme, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I love the scraped buttercream method. I have used it on a number of cakes. And for this, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my dark green. I don't think there's a specific order to go in. It's just kind of what I feel like looks good. So I'm taking just a small amount of green, and I'm just going to put it on different parts of the cake. And what I'm gonna end up doing is scraping some of this color off. So this is gonna have some really nice texture on it. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the top and on the bottom layer of my cake. So next, I'm just gonna go ahead and add in my second color. So I'm gonna go with the dark brown next. So I am making sure to clean my bench scraper between colors. There's definitely gonna be some blending, which we want, but we don't want it completely blended together. So I'm just gonna keep layering my color. So now I have my lighter green. All right, so I have my initial camouflage base, but what I'm gonna do is I am gonna stop and put this in the fridge for about 10 more minutes because I'm going to fill in some of these gaps and add some color where I feel like it needs more, but I don't want this to like smear together. So in the fridge, 10 more minutes. So my cake came out of the fridge and I'm just gonna go back in and add some more colors where I see some of this white and maybe where I just feel like it needs a little bit of a different shade. So this is all just like baker's preference. So the very last thing I want to do is I want to paint a little bit of gold on the edging here, and off camera you can see I did add just a strip of white buttercream to kind of create that boundary, and I'm just going to paint over this with edible gold paint. Alright, so my Veterans Day cake is complete, and I really like how it turned out. This is a really fun technique. I actually find that the scraped buttercream is really soothing. And don't forget, if you have a veteran in your life, to say thank you for their service. And I also hope that you guys liked this episode. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.